how should you use AI? Should you buy a product that has AI built into it, or should you bring your own model? And how would that work for your Salesforce? So we grappled with this question for a very long time, and we ended up with the idea of a bring your own model because that seemed to make the most sense. So the idea of a bring your own model is that you have an AI model that is your own. It may be hosted on AWS, on Azure, on Google Cloud, on your internal infrastructure. But the intention is that it is your company-controlled AI model, at least in terms of infrastructure. So think of it like this. You have running on Azure, or you have Google Vertex running in Google's cloud, or Amazon Bedrock. You have Anthropic Cloud, whatever. There's a ton of models, and they're hosted on an infrastructure that is in effect controlled by your internal security. It's driven by your compliance requirements, your legal requirements, your data residency considerations, all that. That's the approach that we found is the most elegant approach for most customers from a technology standpoint. And it is for two reasons. First and foremost, a lot of AI capability is generic enough that you can leverage it without going to any specific vendors. Some of the classic use cases that most customers are considering today are around summarization of information, analysis and generation of content. So you may have account opportunities, case summaries, you may have a 360 view, you may have generation of draft emails. A lot of those are generic capabilities for a generative AI like OpenAI or other such models. And you want to leverage that. You don't need to buy that baked into a product from a vendor. And that's the approach we took at GPTfy also. So with GPTfy, which is an App Exchange security approved package, you bring your own AI. You can pick it from your favorite infrastructure vendor. You can enter some basic connection information, and then GPTfy will take information out of Salesforce, mask it securely inside Salesforce, and send a sanitized version of that data to the AI of your choice. That AI instance is again locked down, secured by your organization. So you have complete control on this, and your solution is effectively running on shoulders of two incredibly compelling giants, Salesforce and your AI vendor, again, Google, AWS, Azure, whatever, right? So with those two, you have the ability to effectively eliminate any variance in terms of security, any exceptions that you may have to deal with. All of that is now 100% in your control. Obviously, we know and love Salesforce and that other vendor that you may pick. Typically, that may be your strategic partner. You may have already done all the due diligence there, their SOC 2 compliance, all of that. So the idea is a bring your own model lets you do a ton of these things today without incurring a significant amount of cost or complexity. And that is the approach that I think is useful for most customers. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. Thank you so much.